You okay?
Yeah, you're frozen. I don't know what happened.
They are breathing. Look around you, friend. We won. I obey my queen's commands, not yours. Without the queen's command.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah,
Can
you
you
was
see me?
frozen for a hot second. Yeah, I can see you now.
See me? Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So,
Easy, man. Easy.
y'all gonna have to forgive me in advance. My children are still up and roaming the premises. So you may hear them from time to time. Or you may see me go mute because I gotta tell them to be quiet. But hello, 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 all you wonderful people out in the land. Oh no, what happened? Monica, use the YouTube link because you just kicked Ocean Kemibi out. So I'm going to. I apologize, yo. Something happened to Ocean Kemibi. Let me see what's going on. Hi,
I
Oya Petu. But yeah, no, I was telling everybody my son put a sigil on the house. He marked the house. You see it. Wait.
We got the house protected and good. That's exactly
Listen,
what the fuck
listen,
I'm talking about.
listen.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
That was my fire baby. He loves drawing on stuff.
All is one priestess, Ola Iya. Iya
All
Ola,
is
my
one,
bad.
all is one. So yeah, I got my drink in my cup too. I'm
Okay?
drinking a cold infused herbal tea. It's like one of those tea bags that you specifically use with cold water.
Mm-hmm.
It's blackberry pomegranate something. I don't know. My daughter picked it up. Listen, I'm gonna try not to read nobody for filth today. I picked up my playing cards too, so I got my tarot cards and my playing cards. So it really just depends on what's going on. So outside of our normal coven duties, what's been going on with you?
Just getting right, looking at different medical schools because it's almost that time, egg bay. So just seeing what's out there. If I want to go strictly research first or just straight back in and what that looks like. I will
Listen,
say though,
I'm over
I'm
here
grateful.
getting these kids ready for school. I can work on my nerves. They can't get there fast enough. When I say I can't wait for them to go to school, I'm dead serious. I done washed all these school uniforms. I gotta do everybody here tomorrow. School is Tuesday. Get out.
Right. Because school is not done tomorrow
Get
at all.
out.
That Labor Day.
Listen, get out, get out, get out. Like for real, for real. They need to be back at school with their friends. Something to wear them out all day.
Mika's here. Yes, Priestess
Uh,
Oya Pet too. And Mika, I already know you got something to ask.
listen.
And as you guys come in, start dropping questions. And you already know how we do. One question for the community before we start. And you guys know, please don't ask any questions. If you have already been to a priest or priestess at OHI or any of BSN affiliates, okay?
Right, no double readings. Because Spirit said what they said. When they said it, that's why they said it.
The first time.
The first time. Because you can't keep asking Spirit the same question. You're going to mess around and they're going to throw you off with a whole different answer. You'll be like, what? That ain't. Or better yet, they're going to talk to you about something you ain't even want to talk about. Okay? So it don't be us reading for you for filth. It be Spirit.
Exactly.
So, uh, what's our community? What's the community question?
So we just started a new month. We are in the month of nine month of the year, change, transformation, all that Egungun energy right before Hoodoo Heritage Month. Let's ask the ancestors what needs to be our focus during this time, especially since we just did a whole bunch of shadow work. We got new shadow work coming up, integrations being set. Ancestors, we want to know what needs to be our focus during this time.
All is well, mindful. Hey.
Okay. Um, on my end already, well, I'll say I'm glad my baby cousin started sizzling the house egg bay because they want to make sure that we make sure we stay protected no matter what throughout everything. um, that fell out in the center. And right above that was the fishbone. And we know that when it swims this way, it is in direct alignment, right? So when it's this way, we need to adjust some things. When it's this way, we're moving how we're supposed to move. Just keep swimming. So in order to make sure that we keep the alignment, especially in relation to our blessings and other things that we can receive during this time, we need to be protected. Practically, that is watching your circle. Spiritually, that is making sure that you pray and meditate. Not only with your ancestors, but also with your ori. Our ancestors really want to make sure that we have a solid foundation within ourselves, within our ori, within our self, so we can move how we need to do individually, as a family, as a community. Lastly, they want to make sure that this opportunity that we have right here, don't bullshit around. We have a lot of resources to make sure that we elevate not only in a productive way, but in a peaceful way. So let's make sure that we take advantage of that together. In conclusion, the ancestors want us to be focused on protection in the practical and spiritual sense so we can maintain alignment. And this is done through full communication with ourselves, shadow or our courts, and making sure that we take advantage of everything that is open to us.
Ashe, ashe, ashe. So I pretty much got the same thing. I'm going to put, I use my playing cards for this one. So the first card I got is the Three of Spades. You know, spades speak about philosophy, speak about messages and things of that nature. And three always talks to alignment, small incremental growth, and things of that nature. So you definitely want to make sure that you're focused on being in alignment towards your greatest good, which is pretty much what you were saying. Also, I got the Seven of Clubs. You want to make sure that you're doing a lot of spiritual work. Um, Seven is clubs is the business card, but business doesn't just mean business, physical business. You doing business. It also means work. Seven is the divine number. That is the number of pure divinity. So we just want to make sure that we're doing our spiritual work. I also got two fives. I have the five of heart and the five of spades together. Once again, spades are about messages. Hearts are about passions, things that dealing with love, but not just on a intimate love. It could be self love. It could be love for the community. But you definitely want to make sure that you are in harmony because this speaks to not only a lot of growth, a lot of chaos. You know, like they say, more money, more problems. The more you have, um, the more that you have to keep track of. So you definitely want to make sure that you're keeping in alignment. You're doing what needs to be done because there's going to be a lot of growth, more so into things that you really deeply care about, and just growth in general. You know, as we are going into the fall. Fall is about harvesting, about reaping what you sow, which also comes into the Eight of Clubs. Um, your actions and inactions are very important at this time. What you do, and we just want to make sure that we're doing everything that we need to necessary in order to um, stay in our greatest good. You have to forgive me. I came down with a slight little coughing spell the past 2 days. So the next one that we have is the Four of Diamonds. Four speaks to foundation, logic. That is Ogun's number. So we just want to make sure that we are logically going into business affairs because the diamonds speak to money. You want to make sure that you're, once again, karma, chaos. You want to make sure that you're in alignment, not only with what you need to do, but make sure that you're not doing things that you're not supposed to do, not spending money frivolously. This is all about reaping, bring it in. We're not going to be doing any giving out that doesn't need to be done because I've been watching Game of Thrones all day, so forgive me for this reference. But winter is coming.
One more time.
Winter is coming. No, literally, I've been watching Game of Thrones for the past couple of days, so that's all I've been. I've been around the house yelling all the time. Winter is coming. Winter is coming. Okay, and no, but for real, winter is coming. So we want to make sure that we are reaping everything that we need to. We want to make sure that we are harvesting what we need to prepare for those long cold months. You want to make sure that your money is listen, House Targaryen. Okay, um, you want to make sure that you are um, collaborating with those around you. You want to make sure that you're watching those around you. You want to make sure that you're not sleep right now, okay? Because this is a message of new beginnings. The ace always speaks to uh, the new starts, new beginnings, and this is the clubs. So it could be new beginnings in your actual work. It could be new beginnings in your spiritual work. It could be new beginnings for the things that you have sown over the past few weeks. But what you want to make sure that you're doing is you're just not going into anything frivolously right now. You know, this is the time for making sure that you have everything aligned for when those times of hardship come through, that um, you're not giving out more than you're getting in. Right. Make sure you don't have a Cersei in your midst. Because Cersei in her short hair, black era, demon time, okay? Demon time. Demon time. I am literally on I'm on season 8, episode 6 right now. Yeah, so Cersei was literally on her demon time. If y'all know anything about Game of Thrones, y'all already know how it ended out for her. Didn't end well. All because she wasn't willing to yield when necessary. She definitely reaped some karma from her actions because she wasn't, you know, she was Cersei. What can you say? I don't know. All right, so um, all in all, that's the basic message, guys. You want to make sure that you are protecting yourself. You want to make sure that you are getting into your spiritual work. You want to make sure that you are reaping, um, harvesting from the things that you have placed ahead of you. Before you within the previous months, you want to make sure that you are setting a good foundation for the new beginning because winter is coming.
Protect yourself, especially from the Cerseis out here. Yes, Egg Bay. Yes. Don't have Cerseis in your midst, in your corner, anywhere. Okay? And that's funny, Priestess Omojola, because our Egg Bay Priestess Oya too. And I have been on the past couple of days, we've been back and forth about Harry Potter and Game of Thrones. So
Listen, I'm House Slytherin.
go ahead and be with your Egg Bay. Go ahead. I know she about to start text. She about to start. She about to start. She about to
I
start.
am definitely House Slytherin. Because what is a Hufflepuff? What is a Hufflepuff?
Stop. Don't.
No, seriously, between Harry Potter and Game of Thrones, I'm all in. I haven't watched the last few because I've been stuck doing kid stuff, and they're not into Harry Potter yet. But I'm definitely going to catch up on my Harry Potter.
Okay, my house just had a Harry Potter marathon last weekend. So yeah.
Yes, talking to snakes is bullshit. Yeah, it is. It is. All right, so um, at this time, we are going to take questions from the community. Please limit your question to one question. Um, you can come back later, but not in succession. Allow somebody else to ask a question. And once again, please do not ask a question that has already been asked from a previous priest or priestess from the BSN spectrum.
And as you guys drop in your questions, we'll just let you know about what's going on in the world of OHI. We have this weekend coming up our plant medicine ceremony. For those of you guys who don't know, plant medicine is a form of ancient healing that we do with our community. This opportunity is open about 2 to 3 times a year, so you can realign with your ancestors, your Ori, and fellowship within the community. We also have Cleanse, Heal, and Reveal. That is where two senior priestesses get you right, clean it down, right? We just had Hot Girl Summer. We not going into the fall dirty, okay? So that's what we'll be doing this weekend, okay? And I believe we have, I think it's 1 or 2 more spots left open to the public for our trip to Morocco next year, okay? Yes, we international. Okay, So if you are anything, if any of what I said finds interest to you in any way, you can find us on Facebook. I'm about to drop the link in the comments. But that's basically it. Oh, our class calendar just dropped on Discord. We have a lot of amazing herbalist classes, a lot of potion classes this month. I have some of my Bible classes this month because y'all say y'all ready for Bible study. Okay, so get ready. Okay, by the way, you need a Bible. Okay, supply
And this
list.
is not your grandma Bible study. So don't talk, don't come in here with your church hurt comments. We don't want to hear it. Okay. We this ain't that. Okay.
And I'm
Everybody.
so glad you said that because before that class, we're gonna have a town hall about understanding the Bible. Okay, because we are some hoodoos. Okay, some hoodoos.
Listen, I keep telling people most of the voodoo priestesses was in the black church. Y'all gonna stop acting like y'all didn't know. You
Yes,
know,
ma'am.
church is a church is a building. You know, religion. You know how people act is of no consequence to your connection to God and your higher self. People gonna be
That's
people
very
and
true.
people be people, and sometimes they might not even be people. Remember, the devil was an angel too.
They're not ready for that one on this good first Sunday. Get your communion cups and start drinking if you haven't. Okay.
And pour some out for the homies while you at it.
Listen, the good ones. Y'all go ahead, ask any questions that you guys might have. It could be anything that you may have missed from your ancestors this week, anything about next steps. The literally, I got my bones. My big sis, Egg Bay, she got her cards. So when we say the portal is so open, OT all the way, Egg Bay.
All is one, all is one. Yeah, no, I wish I did. I don't know. I'd have to divine and see if the ancestors was some 1800. You know, they get a little fancy. Listen. I got, I got my bourbon court on my altar for Ezeli Dantor. They done asked me for Hennessy. They want the good gin. Like they be tapping a sister's pockets. You hear me? Tapping. They don't want that cheap stuff. Okay? They want the good stuff. Like they be killing me.
Where you got to keep the bottle and make another potion at the end type.
Listen. When I buy, I be so happy when I make a Florida water so I can buy some some cheap strong vodka. Cause I think one day I bought a bottle of Amsterdam, and that shit was
Okay.
like $30. And I was like, "Sir, I'm not even drinking this." That's why when That's why when Mozzie Soleil said that in the chat in the group, when they was like, yeah, the ancestors be asking for expensive stuff, and she was like, yeah, I be paying for all this expensive liquor, and I'm not even paying for it. I mean, drinking it. I was like, I felt that in my soul, okay, because that one nip of Hennessy was like $6, and I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me! It's only this big, and it was $6. I was like, man, listen, I don't know who drink Hennessy, but somebody wanted it, okay.
You said somebody.
Somebody wanted it. I don't even remember who. That Hennessy been sitting up there since our Day of the Dead ritual. Oh, that reminds me, I got to get ready for that one.
Next month. Next month.
Actually, November 1st.
Oh, I'm thinking. What am I thinking about?
You thinking about Hoodoo Heritage Month? But
I
yeah,
sure am.
after the month is over, we do Day of the Dead.
Yep.
So next month, pretty much.
I'm really excited for Hoodoo Heritage Month this year. I don't know why. I'm just so excited. Ooh.
All
Egg
right,
Bay. Look at
so
what your Egg Bay said.
I know I was just about to say that, like we do have a question, you know.
You see how she was just gonna mosey that
She
in
just,
there,
yeah, she slid that in there all nice and calm and stuff, and then
and
gonna
then go
comment
right back
after
to the
it, trying to
conversation.
move it up in the
Right,
comments. We saw that. We
right.
saw it. You know,
That was cute
I'm in
though.
mommy mood. I can multitask. I definitely saw that. Will you come on, come on. Go.
Hello. Who's saying hi?
That was my oldest. He had to come in and say hi. He had to.
Hi.
It was burning him.
Oh, I was gonna start thorough. Hi, baby.
Hi.
How
That's
are
my face
you?
twin.
Definitely.
And the youngest is asleep.
Yes, he is. Okay, go upstairs, guys.
Hi,
I love you.
Hey, Jamie. We are getting ready to ask one of the questions that's just been asked in the audience. You are more than welcome to ask any question that you want. We just ask that you do not ask anything that may have been divined already by any BSN priest or priestess already. Okay, but every other than that, anything is off limits.
First off, ma'am, I don't even know why you want to do that to yourself. Do you know how hard it is to feed twins at the same time? Like, you know how hard it is to have one crying baby? Imagine two at the same time. Two shitty diapers at the same time.
That was interesting. You said that right when I threw. That was actually very interesting that you said that. Because you really need to make sure that this is something that you want. For
Oh,
real, not just from.
oh.
You said you wasn't gonna read nobody to feel tonight.
I ain't read nobody the fifth. They was being real nice. No, go ahead, go ahead.
Make sure that this is something that you really want, okay? Not just something that looks good or sounds good because yes, oh, I have twins. Yes, that sounds good, but yes, the practicality of it, what that really means. You are already abundant in every aspect of your life. You are not um ancestors guide me. You are not lacking in any moment in any aspect of your life, especially motherhood. Okay. So if there is a desire for children, you will be fulfilled even with what you have currently. And if it comes to a point where more needs to come, that's okay too. But your focus needs to be shifted not from a place of lack, but from a place of abundance, because this fell off the board. Open opportunity. This is the open opportunity where they really want to make sure that this is what you want, not just twins, but being a mom again in general, being pregnant again in general. With this opportunity, they're really adamant about this opportunity in the space that you have now. Considering everything, considering where you are professionally, right? Considering where you are personally, this opportunity that you have is alone because it's supposed to be for you. Literally, considering what just happened professionally, my love. And that's why you need to protect your mind, protect your ego, understand what your ego and your shadow really want from the desire of not only pregnancy and motherhood, but the aspect of twins in general. Like, why is twins the focus, multiples the focus, right?
The hell?
And making sure that no matter what, you stay prayed up and in meditative state,
Give it here.
because
Take
they
it
have
from me.
so much that they want to share with you, especially in relation to your journey of motherhood. They have so much that they want to talk to you, especially about where you are right now and where you have to go. In summary, I'm just saying in general, regardless, aside from pregnancy, aside from multiples, what do you want? Figure that out and take this opportunity to do so.
Ma'am, egg bang. Ma'am. So yeah, my cards basically said the same thing. Nine of Wands. You definitely don't want to be rushing into anything. I'm telling you, and I felt that spirit as I was shuffling the cards. That's why I said that. Do you really want, twins sound good until you actually have twins? Like,
Yes, yes.
be quiet, boy. Twins sound good until you actually have twins. Um, Because I gotta hit you with the ma'am, because I'm gonna tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying, whether you want to hear it or not. And twins sound good until you actually have twins. And I love children. I love them to death. That's why I have so many. I have five. For those that don't know, I have five whole human beings that I'm responsible for on a daily basis. So it's not that I don't like children. It's just that twins take a lot, and we're already women of a mature age. Nobody said they didn't want you. Go away. That's why you shouldn't be in my business. We're already women of a mature age, so you have to factor that in. And then children, they require a lot. Okay,
What did you say?
Mind your business, little boy. But
That's what she said.
this is you. You are the high priestess. You have the ability to manifest anything you want, which is which is the world card. You can have anything that you want, but you need to plan. Plan for more than just having them. You need to plan for the long term. You need to make sure that you have a very adequate village around you. Because if you work hard enough, you will manifest these twins. But once you have them, then what?
Mommy, you know where's my pajamas?
No, I don't know what your pajamas are. But yeah, what after you have them, then what? Then what? Because I'm telling you, listen. Okay, I got a family full of twins. You know what I'm saying? I got friends that have twins, friends that are twins, and you know how rough them first couple of years of kids is. Imagine it times two. Imagine car seats times two. The baby carriers times two. You can only hold one baby at a time, but you got to go everywhere with both of them. You know what I'm saying? Doctor's visits times two, clothes, diapers, uh, breastfeeding times two. Could you imagine your life where you got one strapped on one titty, one strapped on the other, and then you still have to maintain the household and the rest of them kids because they ain't gonna let you. Breastfed babies don't let you breathe. They don't let you breathe because not only are you food, you're the food source, you're also the comfort source. So they never let you breathe. Okay?
Just like Stinky.
Just shush. So just think about that for a second. Like for real, think about that. So Jamae Fulton has a question. This is going to be a very brief question because these are usually reserved for ancestral life path readings. So this is going to be a very, very, very short reading, but we will actually do it. Hey, Omi Yemi. So Belle, Osun Kemibi, you heard the question, right? Okay. Cause I got to hold the peanut galleries down here looking me right in my face. They just won't let me breathe.
They want to read them too. No, what's funny is when you do some of your analysis of your divination, especially the summary part, they'll add in their part too.
Cause the peanut gallery must be heard. The peanut gallery must be heard.
Yes, yes, yes. Pop Cheerio. Mommy, my back is aching. What's the back scratcher?
It's upstairs.
I'm looking for the door.
So,
In your room.
in my room.
On the bed?
No. over there in the clothes on the table.
Pop Pop Cheerio.
Next to the closet?
Yeah.
Pop Pop Cheerio.
Boy, if you don't hush about some daggone Cheerio.
I want some Cheerios for home. Pop Pop Cheerio. British.
All right.
Um,
You want to go first?
you got it, love.
Okay. So they want you to know that you're not poor, broke, and destitute. I don't know what's going on and what you're thinking about, but it's incomplete lack, and they're not liking it. All my cards came upside down. I don't even know. Well, in reverse. I don't even know how they did that. But you're not poor, broke, and destitute. You're just not. Listen. Okay. The Omojola, we will get to that in a minute. Okay, because Jesus, I'll be over here talking about something. I want to have another one, and then I have to realize I'll be like, do I really? Do I really? Do I really? I'm a little old, but yeah, you're not poor, broke, and destitute. Um, what it is that you're out of alignment, and that's why you can't transform what you want. So we have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles always speaks about being poor, broke, and destitute. Because you see them, they out poor, broke, and destitute, but help is coming. But your help is already here, so they telling you what you need to hear. You're not poor, broke, and destitute. Okay, you just need. You're also not in alignment. The Three of Pentacles speaks of collaborations, but yours came in reverse. So that means that you're not doing what they asked you to do. You being hard headed. They didn't ask you to do something. You're not doing it, and now you are reaping what you sow. Okay.
I want hot chocolate.
Now y'all interfering with what I gotta do. So keep playing, and you're gonna catch the pow pows. Okay. But it's also not the end of the road. When the death card comes up, it doesn't actually speak to a literal death. Um, because I don't do those. If you want to know if you're gonna die, go to somebody else. I don't do those. Okay, but it's not the end of the road for you. Okay, it's not the end of the road for you, but because of where your mind is right now, you feel like you can't do what you need to do, which is what they asked you to do, and because you're not doing what they asked you to do, you are being punished for it. Ancestors know four emotions: love, respect, wrath, and I keep forgetting the last one. I keep forgetting that last one. Always. I always forget that last one. But right now you are in wrath. I think it's obedience. Yeah. Love, respect, wrath, and obedience. Yeah. And you're in their wrath because you are not. They done told you. They said what they said and they said what they said. Okay? And they not gonna say it again. And until you do what they told you to do, you're going to completely be out of alignment. But you're not broke and destitute and worn down and downtrodden. You just not getting their blessings of abundance and prosperity because you didn't do what they asked you to do. Now I could flip these cards and see what they asked you to do and you didn't do, but I'm gonna mind my business and drink my tea, okay? And let Osun Kemibi come in with her boom reading.
Well, y'all know me and my big sis. If the card said it, the bone said it, and if the bone said it, the card said it. It don't matter if she doing tarot, oracle, plan. Um, the only thing that I would like to add is that you need to be more protective of what you're saying and what you are doing with your hands. You know what that means. They said you know what that means. Um, so just I'm not yeah. Um, My bones also came in reverse as well. Starting out with the neck bone, there is a form of support that you are missing out on. The neck bone was looking directly at the chicken bone. So that means that there is a lack of foundation within your spiritual court, within your ancestors, and within yourself. That could be what Priestess Omojola was speaking on in relation to not adhering to what your ancestors said. But yes, you are not broke. Yes, you are having all the riches that are desired to you if you attain alignment. The only way that you can attain alignment right now, the gun was right next to the root of the fishbone, is that you need to transform your way of thinking, because with the gun, think straight shotter. Okay, so once you change the way that you are thinking, the way that you are literally moving, right, because it's a fish, just keep swimming, but you need to swim in a way that is in alignment with your ancestors, in a way that is alignment with integrity, in a way that is alignment with your greater good and purpose. That looks like, first of all, root chakra. They already said you need to build your foundation with them. Easy prayer meditation, ancestor life path reading are some of the easiest ways to get that going. But also, in general, just being honest with them, right? They already said that you need to be protective of your mouth and protective of your hands. Sometimes protective of your hands is like giving out money to people who don't deserve it. Sometimes it's giving out hope to people who don't deserve it, to people who aren't returning the same energy. Sometimes it's just giving yourself. It's literally giving um, your ashe to people, situations that aren't deserving and that will also keep you out of alignment. That's why they want you to watch your hands and your mouth at this time. So I just say watch all of your actions so that they do put you back into alignment. And if you're unsure about what any of this means, like I said, ancestor life path reading, so you can get very clear instructions. um, but if anything, just start out with the root chakra, changing that foundation, changing your mind, keeping your hands, your resources, and your energy to yourself.
Ashe, ashe, ashe. All right, so on me, Yemi wants to know, is there anything my ancestors say I need to be focused on? Ma'am, ma'am, you could have waited till Thursday for that question. But because I love you, I'm going to answer it today. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Um, have you been doing any shadow work recently? Um, if not, that is something that you really need to get in the routine of, because what the bones are saying for me, um, their current concern right now is how you are not only being perceived to other people, but how you're being perceived to yourself.
Oh,
Shadow work
child.
can be a really good fix for that, but this is something that your ancestors are really trying to get your attention on. I say that also because the key was right next to the mirror, and we know that when you have the key, you have the access. Some people are scared of shadow work because it's the unknown, right? It's something that it's scary, it's dark. But guess what? Block Onyx, you are protected. You are in a space to do that. your protection is amplified, but that means your work needs to be too. So that means you cannot bullshit this opportunity that they're giving you, whether it is the opportunity that you are reevaluating your values, whether if it's this opportunity to figure out where you stand within inner child healing or just shadow work in general, or whether that's just regaining your foundation within your Ori and yourself. Regardless, these answers will be revealed directly through shadow work using your Ori and your Egungun as a power source. Also, speak with your paternal Egungun.
When you gonna leave that job? Don't worry, I'll wait for an answer. When you gonna leave that job? How much more shit you gonna take off them people before you leave that motherfucking job? That's what your ancestors said. Cause the first card that came up is the Ten of Diamonds. You beating the dead horse with that job. Go find another one. Because there's nothing but chaos, 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 and you need to end it. The Nine of Clubs speaks about endings in business. The Five of Clubs speaks about chaos in business. The Nine of Spades speaks about just endings, period. Okay? Okay? You did leave that job. Good. Now focus on you. Focus on you. Focus on you and what you need to do. I believe Omo is having a 21-day shadow work boot camp coming up very soon.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Right, right. I suggest you if you have the ability to do it. Um right now you really need to focus on what you want to do. Yeah, yeah, don't. You need to focus on you and what you really want to do. You was doing that for a paycheck, but is it worth all that headache? Is the money worth the headache?
They already said it's not. But you need to figure that out for yourself because just because you left the job physically, mentally you're still there. And that's where their concern is.
Right. Right. So focus on you. Do this shadow work. Um and find out what you really from the bottom of your heart you want to do. Because the three of hearts speaks of being in alignment for growth in your passions. And then you have the three of spades next to the Joker. And the Joker is always about self. It was in reverse. So I would point to the fact that Oshun Kemibi said shadow work. I'm definitely going to agree with that because that's because you are tricking yourself into believing that that's where you need to be, and that's not where you need to be. They done told you that's not where you need to be. That's why all that bullshit was going on in that job. You know when your ancestors don't want you somewhere, they start flipping tables, right? When they don't want you somewhere, they start flipping tables. Like that's why I'm getting ready to get up out this job that I'm in now. Because every time I turn around, there's some bullshit up in there. Okay, I literally I've only been at the job Tuesday. Gonna be 30 days, and they done already said that ain't it. Okay, I start my new job next week. Yeah,
Wait,
get the
I
hell
just
about that
reheard what
hospital.
you just said.
Number one, you was in a hospital full of sick and dying people. That's not where you want to be anyway, because you taking in that energy. Okay, so you don't want to be
Especially
all
when you
around them.
weren't protecting yourself the way that you were supposed to. Also, focus on that protection, whatever this next step is for you. So how Priestess Omojola is saying, just sit down for a second, sit down, protect yourself.
Yeah, definitely do that shadow work prompt. Um, and really focus on what you want to do next. What your passions are, where you want to put your energy, because that ain't it. That ain't it. And they done told you that ain't it. That's why everything was falling around. All right. Mazi has a question. Does my focus need to be on songwriting music at this time?
Why did you do that, Mommy? Mommy, how did you do that?
How did I get what? Oh, pick that card up for me.
Mommy, how you doing that?
Yes.
Okay, you got two boys.
Mhm. Even though you just started, this could be very lucrative for you. Like, you're very new to doing it for revenue. You've probably been writing since you were a child, but you've just recently switched over into trying to monetize your song work. Um, it's something that you love passionately. Um, it's something that brings you balance. It's something that your spiritual core actually supports. This could be a good foundation for growth and success in that area. So I would definitely say yes. Um, definitely confer with your spiritual core on how to go about it. But I don't see why not. It's something that you really care about. No problem, Omi and me. So yeah, it's something that you are very passionate about. Um, it could um, it could be something that can elevate you spiritually and help you create a stronger bond with your higher self and your Egungun. So I don't see why not. I really don't. What about you, Osun Kemibi?
Definitely that last part hit the most. Um, her court is really excited for her to do this opportunity because it won't
I'm
just,
coming
it's going
upstairs.
to start out to be music or songwriting, but it's going to transform into so much more. This is with the neck bone right next to the smoky quartz, and the key was right underneath it. So what that whole cluster is saying is that if you really support on your ori, your gungun, your core as you should, you will be able to open up access to a bunch of mystical opportunities that aren't just limited to songwriting alone. I definitely agree with what Priestess said about this having a strong foundation for abundance. The only concern is that you need to be protected. So I would say when you are writing, sacred space, literally smoky the whole room. Like when I say like this, they really just want you to be protected during this whole time. Do it, okay? Have fun with it, but nobody really needs to know your business, right? Because what they're gonna give you are literally gems from the bottom of the sea. I hope you understand what the fuck I'm saying. Um, and the wishbone, also the way that it fell, supports what Priestess Omojola also said, but just make sure that you have fun throughout this, okay?
Yeah, that's why I was telling her definitely make sure that she goes to a spiritual court on how to do it. Um, because they'll give you the steps that you need to do in order to protect yourself and your work. Because your writing is something that's very close to you. It is your literal ashe on paper. So you definitely want to make sure that you're just not giving that out willingly. Um, and that it's going to be protected once it gets out into the world because the music industry is very, very cutthroat. It's a cutthroat place. Okay.
Definitely.
All right. Kiara wants to know: is there anything I need to know? You ready? You ready for that? Is you
Be
ready for the
clear.
answer? Is you
Go
ready
at
for
it
the
real
answer?
quick.
Is there anything Kiara needs to know at this time? Listen, you're welcome, Ozzy. Glad I can be of assistance.
And Mom, the last thing I'm gonna say is you are in a space, you are in several spaces to really grow how you need to within your creative rights. Tap in accordingly. That wasn't for me. She said she a big girl. Okay. Tiara.
Why you keep giving and giving and giving and giving and giving and giving to folks that don't give you nothing back? Why?
So she's not listening.
No, she gets a kick out of it. It's something that is something that brings her a lot of joy. But the problem is that you're giving to people that ain't giving you nothing back. Keep it up. Keep it up. You're gonna be fucked
Thank
up out here.
thank you, Dad. Thank you.
And then you give it to them, right? And then when it's time for it to go your way, they ain't got nothing. You emptying out your cup to people, and they ain't got nothing to give you. You not gonna get into heaven by giving everybody your shit. You gonna end up poor, broken, destitute. Listen. Okay, you gotta stop that shit. You gotta stop that shit. You're not. That's not gonna get you into heaven. Okay, you supposed to be kind, not a goddamn pushover. Okay, I got this two of cups, and the word partner keeps screaming at me.
Okay, 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 okay. Because the ancestors were looking right at the ring, girl. So I'm glad you said it before I did, Egg Bay.
Listen, okay, it's giving ride or die, and you gonna die before you keep riding. If you keep riding, um, that ain't it, boo. It's not it. It's not it. Learn how to say no. Stand on your no. 10 toes down, and don't be afraid to ask people for shit. A closed mouth don't get fed. That's all I got right now.
Okay. whenever this ring comes up, so this ring isn't just, a normal ring, it's hematite. So hematite is heart chakra, it's iron, it's blood. So when this comes up, this means that matters of the heart of our concern. Your ancestors were looking directly at it, right? So either this relationship needs to be reconsidered in a way that it is not only aligned with your greatest good, but the effects of it need to be considered. What are you receiving from this? How are you stable? Your ancestors do not see stability at this time. Um, Not just stability, but strength, support. They want you to take an opportunity to really understand that the energy that you are giving to everybody else, you must first give to yourself. Because it's not going to really, you're not going to be fulfilled in the way that you need to. You aren't going to allow your desires to fully manifest the way that you need to if you are one, not listening to your ancestors, two, not having that solid prayer meditation routine, three, making sure that you are solid within your foundation with them, right? Um, Hopefully that was clear. If you have anything to say, please say at this time. Kiara? But I would really just take out this time to make this a soft girl me era and really
Worry
just,
about yourself.
yeah, yeah. In conclusion, right? All right. I guess we can do one more question because we are reaching the end of our power hour. So if you have one more question, go ahead and ask it. Spot on, for real, for real. Thank y'all so much. It's crystal clear. It has been some time. Yeah, the most thing that you can do with these readings is give yourself grace. You know what I mean? I have the word. Oh yeah, girl. Yeah. I'm not even gonna read that because yeah. Mhm. Mhm. If anybody has any last minute questions, feel free to ask now, or else we'll see y'all next month for Power Hour or some other OHI or BSA event. And again, if you aren't already following us on Facebook and Discord, I'm going to drop those links now. Discord is basically our private community where you have access to all of the senior priestesses in training, some of the mentees, and all of us at OHI. We have a lot of different channels, divination channels, meditation channels. Priestess Ola Ia Ola, my bad. Please forgive me, Priestess. Priestess Ia Ola just dropped her meditation video that I put in the chat. Ia drops gems all the time. So if you are on Discord, if you are not on Discord, just, let that be known. Okay.
All right. So what's going on with Leah's mood right now? Right. They are not required, but they are appreciated. If you are thankful of your reading and would like to send a love donation, our Cash App tags are at the bottom of the screen.
Take the cheese off. You take the cheese off.
If you take the cheese off, it's not pizza.
It's pizza. Yes, it is. It's pizza. What do you mean? It's just pizza without the P. Pizza! Pizza more like pizza.
Okay, so that's the Discord link for anybody else who needs it.
What is going on in your relationship? Because that's where a lot of your is coming from. You really over it. You over it. You've been over it. And because you won't do what's necessary, it's draining you.
I am pizza.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He a good dude. He a hardworking dude, but he ain't the dude for you.
Give me my pizza. Give me my pizza.
And that's just period.
When are you off of class?
And that's all I'm gonna say.
Now you going upstairs?
Not only are you draining yourself, this is the battery, it's on the negative side, um, right next to the clear quartz amplification. Not only are you draining yourself from the situation, but the energy involved, you're also giving too much energy and it's amplified in every area of your life. You're doing this so much so that you're not protected and you're missing on things. So, as much as we do spiritual baths, as much as we pray, as much as we meditate, we can do all that spiritual shit. But if we do not do what we need to do for ourselves as individuals, that means protecting our peace. That means going out of our way to make sure that we are good. That means what we need to do for ourselves, right? Um, yes, he might be a strong, hardworking man, but he's not strong and hardworking enough for you. And the ancestors are actually done speaking about this. This is what the Quarry shell right next to the neck bone in a relation of support. They really want you to figure out what you need and what you're desiring for this because you you're at a loss. You're not only putting him above your own needs, which is taking away substance and nourishment from yourself, but you are putting the relationship itself and it's not sustaining you in the way that your Ori or your ancestors have in mind. This is another reason why they're done talking about this situation as well. In summary, whatever energy blockages that are present, you need to find a way to not only cleanse and clear them, but do it in a way so they're protected, so they don't come back. If these energy blockages are a whole complete person in your home, you know the steps to take to, take care of that situation. Because you remember what was said last time. Um, when ancestors stop speaking, things follow afterwards. Priestess.
Listen, I say what I said and I say what I said. Is all right, so I can't say it no better because the message is left. I can't even reiterate it no more because they said what they said. Like I said,
Yeah,
he's a good dude. He's just not your dude. And the longer you ignore that, the worse it's gonna be.
yeah. And aren't you coming to cleanse, heal, and reveal and plant ceremony this weekend?
Don't you ask that damn question no more.
Oh, because you already
Because
know Love Goddess.
you definitely don't
Listen,
want Love Goddess and Ida ripping you a new one. Okay? Okay?
listen.
But I do feel like you're gonna get your answer at the plant medicine ceremony.
She's definitely
Um,
gonna get that clean off of her. You know what I mean? She definitely gonna be clean. But that's when we saying when you're going to Ia and our elders to go get cleans and stuff like that, don't put yourself in a position to priestess, help me say what I'm saying. Don't put yourself in a position to put yourself back in that energy.
that part, that part, that part. Because now it's just gonna be worse.
Yeah.
Now
And
it's
it's
gonna
not
be
gonna be
worse.
easier the first time like it was, right?
Don't just go into this weekend coming up with the intention of cleansing yourself of everything that's holding you back, and you want to know how to move forward because you know that you do. Oh yeah, no, you gonna have fun at that playing medicine retreat. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I wish I was gonna be there, but the 10th is literally my son's birthday. Yeah,
Which one? Which one?
my oldest. Yeah, his birthday.
Ah,
Yeah, his birthday is next Sunday.
what are
So
we doing, Ma?
I don't know. He just want Robux, so he could
Oh,
play Roblox. He don't.
okay.
That's the easy one. He don't never want nothing. It's the rest of them that be tapping my pockets. Them Capricorns, they be doing it to me every time.
What's baby Shango sign?
He's an Aries, fire baby, literally, literally. He don't give you Aries vibes.
Listen, I need to make
Listen, you probably will be mounted when you get to that ceremony. Just know that everything's gonna be all right. Okay, it's speaking from somebody that has been mounted numerous times. Cause I got mounted a few times during the Leke ceremony. A few times. Um, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. You know.
and you're around with the best people to do it with, to be
Right,
being
right.
honest.
You'll be in the company of Ia and the other senior priestesses and others that are going to be going into the spiritual journey with you. You'll be all right. You'll be fine.
But the only thing that we want you to take away from this is that it's about you. It's not about nobody else. Like for real. Like
Nobody
no
else.
dead ass. And we're
Nobody
not
else.
saying that to be mean. We're saying that because like literally these investments that you're making, not just from monetary, but time, prayer, all that stuff, they're yours. Can't nobody take that from you. And don't nobody go to the mat. Nobody's on that mat with you. You feel me? So to understand, okay? Just make sure that
Don't know what happened. But yeah, no. You definitely gonna get your whole life. Oh, there she go. You definitely gonna get your whole life. That's for sure. All this one fit. Hey, Priestess and I. How are you doing, love? I hope you're feeling better. Y'all send some love and prayers and healing energy to Priestess Anansi. Okay. Y'all have no idea the things that we be going through in the background that we don't talk about amongst others. But I want y'all to do that. Like for real, for real. Like send her some
especially
love.
all the priestesses behind scene too. They they tell us the stuff that they do. Just imagine the stuff they don't tell us, okay?
Honey. Okay. But yeah, if there are no other questions, we are just gonna go ahead and close this out because we have actually hit the 1 hour mark, and my little people are being extremely rude at the moment and not giving mommy quiet time. because that's just who they are. Um, but I definitely appreciate you guys for coming. I appreciate the love offerings. I appreciate you trusting us enough to give you some type of spiritual guidance. Um, because asking a stranger about your most personal details is a little scary. And then to receive the confirmation that you're looking for, even though it's assuring, it's also scary. Because once again, it's you know, but you don't know. You've gotten the signs, but you haven't trusted your intuition enough to understand the signs. We're all intuitive people. The universe talks in signs and symbols. That's all you get is signs and symbols. Even the um, even though the language that we speak is an accumulation of signs and symbols put together to form words that we speak every day. So it's not only comforting, but a sense of gratitude comes every time I do one of these, and people come in and are here to participate, and to know that I'm giving them the confirmation that they need does a lot for me. Like, y'all have no idea. Because sometimes I be thinking I'm crazy. Not like, um, not hug yourself crazy, but, um, well, you'll see. If go on Priestess Omowaware's YouTube for the Priestess movement. She actually interviewed a lot of us. My interview is number 6 in the lot. It would be number 6, right?
I just thought about that. You
It
know what
would
I'm
be
saying?
number 6 in the group, right? But mine is number 6, and I talk about what it's like to live with my spiritual gifts and things of that nature. So when I do these readings, and to know that
What?
I can help people, it makes me feel better, because that's my job as a priestess, is to not only help myself but to help the community. So y'all have no idea the happiness that I get out of this. They gonna call the people on me, because that's how much I'm gonna whoop y'all. Go upstairs. I I will beat you like a runaway slave. Go upstairs. They laughing at me. They laughing at me because they know I'm not going to do it.
Listen, I got scared. I was like, let me make sure I'm quiet.
Listen, they laughing at me because they know I'm not going to do it. I just be talking mad stuff, but they know I'm not going to do it. That's why they don't pay me no attention now. But yes, I definitely. Oh, yours is number 9. Listen. That's very fitting for you.
Isn't it? That's
That's very
hilarious.
fitting. I'm telling you, like, and the crazy part is that it didn't start out that way, but it ended up that way, because I was actually meant to have my interview earlier, and because of the scheduling conflicts, I wound up getting pushed back. So that's how I became number 6. So it's actually crazy. Okay.
It's divine.
I was just about to say everything in divine timing. So yeah, no, I love you guys. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for trusting us. Anything you want to say before we leave?
I just want to thank the community for giving us this space. Thank you for Ia for giving us this space, and Egg Bay, I want to thank you too for doing this weekly. Serve it weekly. We not doing this weekly.
Listen,
Monthly.
listen,
Month.
listen.
My bad. We doing doing this monthly service to the community. It's not weekly, y'all. Please do not. It's a monthly service to the community. For real, for real. Um, so thank you. I love you guys. We will see you the next first Sunday. If we have O'Shea service, it'll be the Sunday following.
Right. And as always, be fruitful and multiply. Go forth and do great things. Live long and prosper. May the force be with you, and may the odds forever be in your favor.
Until the next time, peace like the river.